Hey Scorpio, welcome to your January 2021 monthly reading. I hope that you guys are doing good. I hope that you guys are at peace with whatever state of being that you guys are currently in. I know that the past year or so has been super chaotic, and I know that I've taken a really long break from YouTube, so I'm back. I'm also a little bit nervous to do your reading. I just always get nervous when I do Scorpio and Sagittarius readings because both of them really resonate with me, always usually, so I'm like a little nervous. And I was getting like even more nervous doing this because now that we're at the beginning of the year, we start with Capricorn, or the season that we're in. And since Scorpio and Sag are like towards the end, they're the last two to come out for readings this month. So I was like getting nervous going down my list because I kept seeing Sag and Scorpio at the very end, and I was like, oh, I don't want to get there. To start off your reading, I'm going to be doing my prayer that I do for all my readings. I usually do this off camera, and for most of the readings this month, I did do it off camera, but today I just decided that I wanted to start including that in the video in case you guys may need this like kind of moment to just breathe and maybe like attune or pray to your guides or whatever higher power that you believe in. If for some of you guys don't want to watch this, you can skip ahead. Feel free to do so. Alrighty. I call upon the guides, ancestors, and angels that watch over, protect, and lead Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. I ask that clear and concise messages are received so that I may relay them to Scorpio from the divine source. I open my channel. My channel is open. I am open to receiving messages from the divine source. I ask that only higher vibrational messages may come through for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. And I ask my angels to watch over me, watch over Scorpio, watch over this reading for the duration of this time, protecting us from any negative energies or entities that may disrupt this reading. We are protected, we are safe, we are loved. Please give me insights into whatever Scorpio may need at this moment. Thank you, Spirit. Alrighty, let's get into it, Scorpio. Let's see what's going on. Challenge being presented this month for Scorpio. Challenge this month. 8 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles. Challenge this month for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. Page of Swords. Also, like, you guys also really active energy too. Y'all have active energy. And the Tower in reverse. Okay, so letting go is this month's issue. Challenge, I should say. So the challenge is that the 8 of Cups presents itself when we know that it's time to let go of some things, right? So like I love this depiction of this woman cutting her hair because it's like, you need a trim. You know your hair's a little too long. You know it's time to change things up. It's like, you know it's time to let go of something. And aside from that, or I guess beyond that, you know exactly what needs to be let go of, okay? So for some of you, this is a person. For some of you, this is a belief, a job, a habit, anything. But I know that you guys know exactly what it is that I'm talking about. There's something that you've been needing to let go of. You know what it is. You're just having a hard time letting it go. I definitely think that you are either letting this go in January or really, really starting to begin the process of letting go. Because I think letting go is always kind of a process. I don't really think anything is so linear to the fact that, or to the point that it's like, yeah, I can let go right now, right? When we say that, yes, I'm gonna let go, I'm gonna choose to let go, you're choosing to initiate a cycle of release, right? So you're choosing to start to let go. You're choosing to finally like you're choosing to slowly but surely release the attachment that you've had on this thing. I definitely think that a challenge for you guys is going to be communicating with other people, talking about this. So maybe you guys know that you are struggling to let this go. And I feel like for you guys, it's really a struggle. I feel like you guys are struggling, but you don't communicate this with other people or with anyone, but I think it's really coming from a place of like not knowing how. Like you're not someone who you talk about your feelings, or that you communicate with your problems, or like if something comes up or if you're struggling with something, you're just someone that likes to be more independent, and you like to be like, oh, it's my feelings, it's my problems, it's my issues, so I want to be the one to deal with it on my own. Totally makes sense. I just feel like this month you could definitely benefit from seeking help from other people, because I feel like there are people around you that are willing to help. I just feel like this month you're struggling with like reaching out. I feel like that's the thing. It's like the struggle is the reach out. It's not so much like maybe the communication once it gets rolling. I think it's just hard to take that first step for some of you to actually reach out and be like, hey, like I'm struggling with this, like, and I don't really know like what to do about it, you know, because I think that you guys do have people that would be willing to help you guys out. But I feel like yeah, you guys are not, something has ended already. Something has already some reality that you've maybe had has come crumbling down about something. Maybe you used to think that something was one way, and you've come to now realize that it actually isn't. Maybe someone has passed away, maybe a career has ended, maybe a cycle has ended, something has ended, something has kind of come crumbling down, some aspect of your life has come crumbling down, but it's like you're refusing to let go of it. So it's really almost like, if we see you, Scorpio, as the person in the tower here with the tower reverse, it's almost like the tower gets zapped with lightning, the whole tower comes crumbling down, right? Whatever has ended, and then you're like still standing on top of the rubble, thinking that like it's still a full tower, if that makes sense. It could also be like, I'm honestly getting like you could also just be in a state of shock, like whatever ended kind of just happened either all of a sudden or just really unexpectedly. Like you're like, oh my god, I never saw that coming. And it's almost like your body's just like, you're reacting, you're in a state of shock. It's almost like it's like I keep getting, it's like, I don't believe it. It's like you don't want to believe what has already come to pass. Does that make sense? And whatever has happened has already happened. So like whether you want to believe it or not, Scorpio, you do you, but it will not change what has already happened, unfortunately. Because I get, for some of you guys, you really don't want whatever it is that came crumbling down, you didn't want it to come crumbling down, but it has, and we can pretend that it hasn't and try to live our life full of illusion, right? Because technically you are, if you are continuing to lie to yourself, because essentially that's what you're doing. You're lying to yourself if you're trying to believe that this hasn't changed, because it has. It for sure has. No matter what you say or do, Scorpio, nothing you do or say can change that. And I feel like it's time to cut this out. I feel like it's time to let this go, and I feel like it's time to move on. And let's get some advice on how to do that. How can Scorpio move on? How can Scorpio let this go? 6 of Wands. You have people that look up to you. You have people that respect you. You have people that also you too look up to and respect. Like I feel like there's like a couple of people that you guys, and here's the thing, like I feel like that's a big deal for Scorpio to like have someone that they admire in that way, because I feel like it's very rare for you guys to have people that you like really respect and look up to, and it's almost like it's to the level where like these people, I feel like it's like 1 or 2 or 3 people that you have that you really look up to and aspire to be like almost. These people, I feel like you actually have in your life. Like I don't think these are celebrities. I don't feel like you're one to like admire celebrities, although you may. But I feel like the biggest thing here is like there's people in your actual circle, in your actual circle that you see like on a day-to-day basis or a weekly basis, or every once in a while you do see these people, and these people like you really admire and you look up to, and if you do, I think that they would be the perfect people to reach out to. But I feel like you need to take the initiative almost. You definitely need to take the initiative. I also feel like also on the other side of that, I do feel like there are people that actually look up to you as well. And my thing is just, whether you want people to be looking up to you or not, like just understand that if there are people that look up to you and admire you, it is kind of a sense of a responsibility, whether you want it or not, where it's like, you know, people like in the same way that you're looking up to these people, to certain people, and you kind of like are following in their footsteps in the sense of like how they maneuver in the world, there are people that do the same thing to you. So just be mindful of that as well. Try to think of this, because I feel like you guys are such caring people. Like I feel like you guys deeply care for other people. And I feel like, try to think of it as, because I feel like you guys are in pain. I feel like you guys are hurting. I feel like you guys always tend to create pain out of a situation that doesn't necessarily call for it. Like I feel like you guys everything just kind of hurts you because you guys are very sensitive. I feel like, try to think of it this way. Would you want anyone to be experiencing what you're experiencing right now? Kind of like this state of shock of being so hurt that you refuse to believe this situation, even though you know it's already happened and you can't change it. Because it's a really like, I feel like overwhelming, like total feeling of like a loss. Like you just feel like a huge loss, and it's just like really overwhelming because it's like you don't know what to do about it. And it's probably really scary. Like, I feel for you guys, but would you want someone to experience that? No, probably not. So what you need to do is try to think of yourself as that person, right? If you're like, oh God, I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy, I wouldn't wish this on anyone. Well, then surely you wouldn't wish it on yourself, Scorpio. And like I said, I feel like you have the ability, you always have the ability to change the situations that you were in, okay? So whatever it is that needs to be released, whatever you need to do to reach out and get help, you got to do it, right? If you don't wish this on anyone, then you wouldn't wish it on yourself, and you have the power to change it. You got to reach out, you got to ask for help, you got to do something. And doing nothing is a form of doing something, like, right? Like, if you choose not to do anything, that's your form of action, and that's fine. And then we have the 5 of Cups. So Spirit is saying that, yes, you have people that you look up to. The King of Wands came out as well, so you could be dealing with an Aries, Leo, Sag. Like, maybe that's what it has to do with. I don't think so. I kind of feel like this is the person that you look up to. There could be like an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius that you really look up to. Someone that's older than you, someone that's like a really good like guide or leader for you. And I feel like you guys could rely on this person. You could ask this person for like help or whatever. I feel like they'd be willing to help you. But I feel like you need to take the first initiative, because I feel like definitely if you're dealing with someone that holds this energy, this person is not someone that's like coming to check on you to be like, hey, are you okay? Like, do you need help? No, this person is there. They're secure with who they are. They're secure with their capability, but it's more like they make it known that they are of value and that they can help. But it's like you have to ask them for help in order for it to be initiated. This person is not the kind of person that's gonna baby you and hold you by your hand and make sure that you're doing the work you need to do. No, this person will tell you what you need to do, but you gotta do it, and they're not gonna be responsible for you, okay? Page of Pentacles in reverse to clarify our Page of Swords. So yeah, I just feel like you guys, some of you guys may want like to communicate or may want to, but you don't know how to go about it. I feel like the how is like the biggest block for you guys of the month. It's like the how do I do it? How can I whatever. And sometimes I want to say, especially specifically for this situation, Scorpio, where like I feel like you guys just need to reach out. Like that's the how. And you guys are like, but how do I reach out? Like, what do I say? Do I tell them everything that's going on? Do I be vague? Whatever. It's almost like your overthinking is just really what's blocking you from even taking that first step that you already know you need to do. Just take the step. Just ask in whatever way, vague or detail, whatever you feel comfortable with. Just make sure that it's something that you're comfortable with. And if you're not yet in that space, Scorpio, where you're ready and you're comfortable to take that first step of asking for help, even if you don't know exactly how to do it, then don't take it yet. It might not be time. Do it when you feel that it's ready. But if you've already felt that it's been, it's about damn time you do something about this, then do something about it. But I just feel like the how is the way that you do it is like what's getting you. It's like, you need to reach out. I think maybe you even want to a little bit. But like how you reach out and take that first step is like really like scary to you. And it might just be something where it's like you just need to take a leap of faith and just do it, and it's gonna feel a little scary, but you just gotta go for it. And then we have the 5 of Cups, clarifying our Tower in reverse. I just feel like whatever it was that you guys were lost over, you're so upset about it that you're not seeing like the silver lining. You're not seeing the bigger picture. You're not seeing the rainbow or the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, or you're not seeing like the clear skies that come out right after a storm, right? So whatever this like storm is that has, changed things, that has destroyed things, that has disrupted your life, that has removed something, has made something come crumbling down. You're just so in your feelings caught over this thing that it's like you're really unable to enjoy your life in any aspect. It's probably just made you miserable. You're just probably super depressed and like exhausted and drained all the time, and you're probably gonna have a really difficult time trying to move on. You're probably having a difficult time moving on, because technically, since this already happened, you have technically, since this event, moved on. Whether you're still attached to it or not, you're moving on. Time moves on, doesn't stop for you and your problems. You're probably having a really difficult time enjoying your day-to-day life, enjoying the activities that you used to do, enjoying just your life in general. And it just feels like almost like there's lack, like there's just lack of joy, lack of love, lack of happiness. but it literally only feels and seems that way because you're so upset about this thing that you lost. Does that make sense? It's literally like there could be happiness and love surrounding you, but if you're fixated on this one point and there's literally happiness and love surrounding every aspect in your life other than this one thing that already happened in the past, and you're just like, oh my God, I'm so upset about this thing, you will never be able to know what love and happiness is ever again, Scorpio. You won't, because it's happening all around you. And all that needs to happen is you need to turn your focus from the thing that you lost to the things that you still have, however big or small. It's practicing being in a state of joy, because even being happy and feeling loved, these are not things that I think these are things that come naturally from us or that we want to express naturally. But I think as human beings, or at least in the society that we live in today, those are hard states of being to constantly be in. But as I'm saying, it's practice. It's like every day you need to look around and look at the things that you do have, not what you don't have, and really be grateful and thankful for them, however big or small. Because a lot of you guys, I feel like a lot of you guys feel like the things that you do still have are really insignificant. You're like, oh, like that's, it doesn't fill my heart with the same feelings that this thing I lost did. Well, things come and go, and maybe that feeling will come back to you at some point in a different way, shape, or form, right? All that energy is just being transmuted anyway, Scorpio. Let's go ahead and take a look at something that's unexpected gonna happen this month. So this is going to be, again, I know this is already like late January, so for some of you guys, this already may have popped up and now we're just gonna be hearing about it after. I do really feel like if you guys are watching this now, it's something that is yet to come. So even if we're outside of January, I think it's still okay. I think that this is still something that you're not quite expecting out of this situation. So in relation to the situation we have going on this month, what is something that is unexpected for Scorpio? Something unexpected to come out of this situation. Foundation and achievements, 4 of Wands. So I feel like what you don't see that's going to come out of this situation is it's actually through this loss, and it's actually through this opportunity to learn how to be your own advocate, to learn how to advocate for yourself and ask for help when you need help, even if your question and even if your inquiry is literally like, hey, I need help, I don't even know what I need help on, I just know I need help. That advocation for you, it's a huge step, Scorpio. I feel like a lot of you guys are either you're a lot younger, or you're just like a little bit more immature than most people your age in terms of knowing how to take care of yourself. I feel like that's the biggest thing here, is that I feel like you guys struggle a lot to take care of yourselves. Your foundation within yourself seems just a little bit shaky, but I think that that's a beautiful thing that's going to come out of this. Rainbows are really, really big in here. Some of you guys could be like part of like the LGBTQ community, because we have rainbows here, we have rainbows here, and we have rainbows here. Our tiny little rainbow creeping in. A lot of you guys, maybe this could, okay, no, never mind. Spirit, I was gonna say maybe for some of you guys this could do with coming out, but Spirit said no. I don't think it's having to do with you coming out, but it could just be with something to do with you and yourself. Like there may be aspects of yourself, maybe you have come out, or maybe you haven't. I just feel like there's aspects of yourself that you have a hard time accepting. You have a hard time accepting and expressing. And I think that that's the beautiful thing that's going to come out of this month and out of this opportunity if you take it, Scorpio, right? Because again, you do what you want to do. If you are unable to reach out, you feel like it's not time, then nothing's going to happen. But if you take that step and you just take that leap of faith and reach out and ask for help, you don't know what could happen. It could go wrong, but it could go great, right? And I really think that what's unexpected is that it's going to go great, that it's ultimately going to help you be and feel more secure with yourself. You'll feel more confident. You'll feel like you're finally able to like accept yourself in all parts of it, everything, the good and the bad and the ugly. Like a lot of this has to do with self-acceptance, and this month is has a big opportunity for you to be able to really accept yourself and really be able to breathe and live freely and happily in your skin. Let's go ahead and take a look at a message from Spirit from the Wild Unknown. So what is the message for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements from Spirit? We have wolf. Beautiful. I love that. So cute. Let's take a look and let's see what the message is from wolf. Did I just pass it? No. Guardian of family and tribe activism ritual. The wolf's mission is to uphold the well-being and longevity of the pack. Healthy wolf energy expresses itself through activism, mentorship, humanitarian efforts, or teaching, religious or political studies. The wolf gets into trouble when it assumes every member of the tribe must follow suit. This includes children walking in their parents' footsteps. Although it will surely be uncomfortable at first, practicing tolerance helps balance out agitated wolf energy. Contemplate the following: embrace all, exclude none. So I'm gonna go back because actually I kind of said something to this, but I guess maybe I had interpreted it wrong. But I had said that there is someone that you look up to or that you really like aspire to be like. Maybe the key here is, and I didn't say like, just to clarify, I didn't mean to insinuate that you should be like this person. I just said that like if there is someone that you really hold in high respects, that maybe that's the person you could reach out to. But I think that this message is more so for you guys that there could be actually a lot of people, or maybe one person specific that you really look up to, that instead of just aspiring to be like them, it's like you're trying to be like them, right? Because the message here is that you may be trying to follow in your parents' footsteps or in someone's footsteps. It's someone that you look up to. You're trying to follow in their footsteps, and really what the key here is that you just need to do you. You just gotta be you, Scorpio. You don't need to follow anyone's way of being. And maybe this is something that you might even understand by actually asking some of these people. So still, like reaching out to one of these people that you look up to and admire and asking them, getting their opinion. Maybe if you actually heard what their perspective is, you'd be like, wait, I actually don't want to do that. I actually want to do things differently. And I'm actually surprised that this person that I really respect and look up to and admire, that they, that they have a different belief about this or whatever. And, that different belief may shock you so much that you might want to exclude them, right? How it says, the trouble is that you want to control everyone that follows you and you follow, you want to have all like the same mindset. Include all, exclude none. So take this perspective into consideration, because maybe what you just needed is you just need an outside perspective as well. It could just be that you just need to hear a perspective that differs than your own, because you may be we know you are so dead set on this one thing that you're kind of excluding everything else. So even that message alone, include all, exclude none. Include all. If you're gonna focus on the negativity of one thing, then you better be damn sure to include everything else that you have in your life that is going good, because there are good things. There's always something good, even if it's small. There is always something else that's on the positive side of things that we can focus on, and that one thing could just be the one thing that we need to be grateful for, that will really help switch our mentality and our perspective and the state of being from a negative, lower vibrational one to a higher vibing one that we can function more properly out of and be able to make decisions that are better for us. Let's get a message about love. Sorry, I took a second. I was like, what was I gonna do next? So for my Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements, those that are watching this video, for my single Scorps, so Scorpios that are single, what is the message about love this month? We have unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Honestly, as soon as I saw that, self-love. I feel like I said, this month, I feel like a lot of you guys just need to work on accepting yourself, all parts, the ugly, the good, the bad, the weird, the ones that you don't tell anyone else about, you keep to yourself. It's really a month to really focus on trying to accept all aspects of ourselves. Well, the ones that we like or don't like. There are things that I don't like about myself that I'm like, well, I like, if I do something and I'm like, shit, why do I do that? Why am I like this? I'm just like, well, that's just the way I am, and it is what it is. And I think that I'm beautiful, and there are parts of myself that I don't think that are beautiful, but if I consider myself a beautiful being, and those ugly parts or those weird parts that I don't really like are part of me, then they're beautiful too, I guess. They're on weird, freaking messed up way. And it is what it is, okay? If that message resonated with you, we're going to take a look at just a little bit what aspect exactly that pertains to you and what in your life, and then also getting some advice for you to try to implement some rules of self-acceptance and self-love and self-care into like maybe a more formed ritual. And all of that we'll go over and talk about in the extended. So if this resonated with you, the link is down below to purchase the extended. And then for my Scorpios that are in a connection not a commitment, a connection. It could be a commitment, but whatever you deem as a connection, Scorps. We have chemistry. Wow, isn't that crazy? On one side, no chemistry. On the other, we got it all. Chemistry, there's a strong magnetic attraction here. I'm also going to say this. Y'all are Scorpios, so like you already induce and create a field of magnetic attractive energy. So like that could just be it. But I feel like you guys feel attracted to someone. I don't think it's, actually, no, I think it's both ways. I feel like someone is attracted to you and you're attracted to someone else. But here's the thing. That's why I said, I feel like everyone that you kind of encounter is always gonna like be enamored by you. Like they're always gonna like somehow become just like overwhelmed by your energy, and that overwhelming feeling is like, I don't know, people are drawn to it. They want to know more about it. So definitely someone is attracted to you. But again, I feel like there's a lot of people that are attracted to you. But I feel like there's only one person though, is what I'm gonna say. I feel like there's only one person in this circle that like I feel like you know you're hot shit. You know there's a lot of people that have their eye on you, but I think that there's one specific person that you are also like into, and that one person does have feelings for you, and they do feel very strongly pulled towards you. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look as to who this person is, a little bit more details about them, what they want, and what's to come out of that next. And all that will be in the extended and the description and the link box. Yeah. All of that will be in the description box down below. Just click the link to purchase the extended. Sorry, I had a lot of caffeine today, and I have like a high caffeine sensitivity, so like it just wasn't the move. But yeah, that's it. Thank you guys so much for your support. I would really appreciate a like, a comment, a subscribe, whatever. Comments really help get more people engaged into the videos, so I would really appreciate that, because my goal is just to reach more and more people, to help more and more people, and that is it. I wish you guys all the best. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.